but maintaining high speeds like 270 plus on a bike like this, really you need balls of steel. Got some crazy bikes here. Beautiful inline 4 cylinders. This one has the capacity to do so much, but it's really difficult to ride it that way. My jaw is hurting. Fuck. Keeping up with the super sports for a long distance at high speeds is not easy. It is challenging. YouTube, very good morning. Coming on a ride after a really long time. Got some crazy bikes here. This is the Gen 3 Hayabusa. Looks beautiful in this paint scheme. Our buddy Aziz, his S1000RR Pro. I love this tail tidy. Mujahid's S1000RR, the latest gen M Sport ZX10R with our buddy Rahil. Z1000, old school motorcycle, crazy bike. And here is our Street Fighter V4. It was a sudden plan. I have not been keeping well for a while, and last night I did not want to go for the ride. Suddenly we decided, let's just go for a quick spin. Sometimes sudden plans are good. Hopefully we have some fun today. Z1000 usually comes with a dual exhaust stock. This one seems to be a full system. We are a bit late today. It's already 8 AM. Crazy traffic. Kind of expected this. इतना late निकले हमें. So yeah, it was a sudden plan. Early morning I was not in the mood to ride. Suddenly I was like, man, it's been a while, let's just go. Just tanked up at Shell, ready to go. Met a few other friends who are joining us now. It's crazy to keep up good speeds on a naked motorcycle. You can maintain high speeds on a super sport, but on a naked it's really scary. It's a bit challenging with all the wind blast. To say, no matter what, I mean, this bike is insane, no doubt, but keeping up with the super sports for a long distance at high speeds is not easy. It is challenging. 250, 260, 250 plus, you're having crazy amount of wind blast, whereas on the super sports you can just sit down peacefully, relax. This bike is absolutely insane and fun to ride, but maintaining high speeds like 270 plus on a bike like this, really you need balls of steel. And a very strong neck, because wind blast is simply insane. my jaw is hurting. Fuck. Seriously. Oh, the wind blast is insane. Literally guys, my jaw is hurting. Hello. Yeah. Woo. I'm still on peripheral. Keep the call, I'll call you. I'm doing top speed. This has to be one of the most insane rides I've done on the Street Fighter V4. कहाँ जा रही?
तो मैं निकल जाती ना.
हाँ ओके, हाँ मैं निकल जाता. हाँ, just done with breakfast, tanked up ourselves. Now gotta tank up the motorcycle once again. Oh, it was one of the craziest rides. No, honestly guys, today I was maintaining higher speeds on the Street Fighter V4 for a longer time, keeping up with the super sports. It is not easy. There's so much of wind blast. My jaw started hurting so much. The helmet is just getting pushed back. My face is hurting. My jaw was hurting. And you have to tuck down completely. You're fighting an insane storm. You're fighting the hurricane. The moment I got onto Mujai just 1000 RR, I felt so much easier doing higher speeds. But of course all the bikes have their own pros and cons. This is, fun to have those quick acceleration bursts, and it can do very good speeds. It's just that maintaining those speeds for a long distance becomes very challenging. I do miss the XR now quite a lot. I think that will be very good for long rides. I enjoyed my ride to Goa on it. I can't imagine doing Goa on this. I have to try some long distance rides and see how it feels. I mean, it's doable. enjoyable, guys. Seriously, up to 250 kilometers per hour, if you know you're gonna ride, and you're not always in the top speed all the time. But there are times where these super sport buddies of yours are gonna spoil you. That's when you will feel the pain. Target to get back home very quick. I have to go out with family. I literally have to drop my bike, pick up the car, pick up the family, and again head out for lunch somewhere. It's already 10:16. I'm already getting scoldings for coming late. The target was to start by 11 o'clock apparently. Let's see what we can do. Take it a bit easy here. There could be cops around the toll. I'm going to take a chance. मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है, मैं जल्दी घर को जाना। तो मैं कौन सा फर्स्ट टोल के बाद रोको, सेकंड टोल के बाद? अच्छा मैं चल जाता हूँ। नहीं इन लोगों का स्टॉप कर रही टू व्हीलर्स को। ब्रो मैं निकल गया, मैं निकल गया। हाँ फक, मन से रोक रहा है, नहीं स्कूटर को रोक रहा सोना। मैं जाता हूँ ब्रो, मैं जाता हूँ, मुझे लेट हो रहा। वाह, दैट वाज एन एडवेंचर। That's our buddy on the demo bike. The VFM Ducati Multistrada V4 I guess, yes it is. I mean, these are the folks that made me make this decision. Last time around they had a test ride session where I enjoyed this bike. Yep, it was hell of a ride. Enjoyed the motorcycle so much, but it was not easy, guys. Doing high speeds along with the super sports, maintaining the 250 plus kilometer per hour, it's really challenging. It's not everybody's cup of tea, and I can't imagine doing longer distances in such speeds with these kind of people. I mean, it's okay to do that, you know, up to 250 kilometers per hour mark, have those quick accelerating short bursts and enjoy the ride. I miss my S1000 XR. I mean, I could do good speed, whatever max it could do. I used to push it and I used to feel comfortable doing it. This one has the capacity to do so much, but it's really difficult to ride it that way. Of course, on the track it's going to be a blast. You will enjoy the bike. In the city it's such a hoot to ride. You know, this kind of traffic, you know, it's fun to play around, you know, zip through the traffic and all that. You can do good speeds. I mean, I hit I think 281, 282 max. The people who have done 300 kilometers per hour as well, I don't know what kind of balls they have. And of course they'll be much lighter than me. I'm about 95 kilos. The lighter folks I think can get much better top speed, but whatever I could do was this 281, 282, and it was really challenging. It was insane to do those speeds on a naked motorcycle. Yeah, it was one of the craziest rides I've had. I can't imagine doing that in a long distance, but I want to explore that. I want to see how this feels on a longer distance. Hopefully I'll try to do something like Goa or something, you know, like last time. And you'll get some nice twisty roads there where this will be a blast to ride. It will be insane. But yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying the bike. It's just that when you're doing high speeds constantly with crazy folks like this, that's when you will miss the Super Sport a bit. But otherwise, for my usage, I think I'm enjoying this a lot. The bike is insane. It's got the pull. It's the most insane motorcycle, I can tell you that. It's got the acceleration. It's a mental machine. 220 bhp with the exhausted tune on a naked motorcycle is madness. However, top speeds, maintaining top speeds for a long distance can be an issue. But see, you won't always do those kind of speeds. It's just that, you know, when you have this kind of company at times, you tend to do it. But otherwise, I mean, the way it was accelerating, I think the way it is keeping up with the Super Sports is incredible. This accelerates pretty hard. Of course, the gearing on this Street Fighter V4 is different from the Panigale V4. If it was the Panigale V4 riding alongside those S1000RRs, it would have been a completely different story. Panigale V4 would have definitely gone ahead, I'm pretty sure. This has a shorter gearing, definitely, on a naked motorcycle, which is why you would see like this accelerating pretty hard initially, but eventually the S1000RR could pull away, because of course that's a Super Sport. It's tuned in a different way. It's tuned for the top end. My friend Mujahid swapped and rode this bike, and he's like, I can't ride this bike. I mean, I can't imagine riding this bike for a longer distance. I don't know how you're doing it. That's what he had to say. See, a lot of factors matter. One is, yeah, how long you've been riding different kind of motorcycles. You got to get used to these kind of bikes, and then the riding gear also plays a very big role. I'm wearing a leather jacket. I'm wearing a Dainese leather jacket, and this makes a big difference with the confidence level that I would have on especially riding a brutal naked motorcycle like this. If you're wearing a mesh jacket or something that's a bit loose, you will definitely not feel as confident, I'm pretty sure. And the helmet also matters a lot. I'm wearing an RI RX-7V, which inspires a lot of confidence, and I feel really comfortable, and I mean doing good speeds. It's just that post that 260 kilometers per hour mark, the helmet just pulls back and the jaw starts hurting. That's a different thing altogether. That, I mean, that I think those kind of speeds on a naked motorcycle, any helmet would struggle, I feel. But yeah, man, it's a mad machine. I enjoyed today's ride thoroughly after a very long time. Could not do a lot of riding for quite some time, being busy with business and stuff, and going and you know, been going around with the family, been driving a lot nowadays. Yep, I don't know how many of you know, I got the Mercedes GL350, the old one. That's a brutal machine again. 7-seater. It says 7-seater, but typically 8 people can sit comfortably in it. So 3-liter V6 engine makes about 220 odd bhp, I guess. 40 Nm of torque, I don't remember exactly. I mean, that's a very nice luxurious SUV at that time. That time it was about 1 CR. Now of course I bought a used one. Spent a lot of money on that car to make it in a very good condition. That's a different story. I'll tell you more about it. But yeah, I thoroughly, I mean, I mean, now I'm enjoying the car quite a lot. I've been driving around with the family and stuff. 7-8 people can comfortably sit in the car and we can, do some touring. Yeah, it was an amazing ride after a really long time. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I'm glad I did this ride. I mean, yesterday night I was pretty tired after a long day, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to ride. I've been sick for the past week and just recovering. Yesterday night I caught some cough again, and when I woke up in the morning I had no intention to ride, but somehow, at around 6 a.m. 6:30ish I woke up and like, man, if I don't ride now, I'll have to wait again for one whole week to go on a proper weekend ride. Let's just do it. The bike was already tanked up and ready, so I'm glad I did this. Thanks to my buddy Mujahid, who kept persuading me to come, and then yeah, had some good fun. That's it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. A lot of more content coming in on the channel, a lot of interesting bikes that I will be covering, that I'll have access to at NAFS Motors. That's it for now. Until next time, ciao.